Assistant Professor, Head Department of Botany.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Madam, please proceed, madam, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, madam, please proceed.
Okay. Very good morning, my dear aspirants. Today we are going to discuss about the type study of fungi, so which belongs to Masticomycotina. Just wait, sir. So generally, as per Ainsworth classification, the fungi, okay, slides కనబడుతున్నాయా sir?
Yes, madam, yes.
Okay, sir. Just wait, sir. Ainsworth classification, the fungi is divided into two divisions. Yesterday I discussed already. So first one is the Myxomycota and second one is the Eumycota. Okay, so the Eumycota is the cellular fungus. It is a true fungi. So this is also divided into two subdivisions like Masticomycotina, Emasticomycotina. So Masticomycotina is divided into three as per Ainsworth classification. So he divided Masticomycotina into three classes. So they are the class 1 is the Chytridiomystis, class 2 Hypochytridiomystis, and class 3 is the Oomystis. So already we discussed last class. The Chytridiomystis are they are the aquatic fungi. So they are occur in the most soil only. Okay. So the parasites, they are the aquatic algae, animals, or even higher plants also. They are look like a parasitism in that. So the thallus is represented by globules or oval cell or an elongated hyphae. So which are Chytridiomystis fungus. They are the aquatic, they are occurring most in the soil only. The thallus is represented by oval cell or globose structure, or in sometimes they are an elongated hyphae, or the cell wall developed aseptate mycelium. The cell is almost the hyphae are they are well developed aseptate mycelium. Okay. So and second one is the Hypochytridiomystis. This is they are the aquatic fungi in which the motile cells are completely, they are the anteriorly uniflagellate with the tin cell type of flagellum. So already yesterday we discussed completely. So the cell wall contains cellulose and chitin. In this class, the asexual reproduction is by zoospores. That is the Hypochytridiomystis. And next one is the Oomystis. So the mycelium is aseptate. The hyphal cell wall is made up of mainly glucan. The cell wall is completely made up of glucan, but some small amount of the cellulose also presenting in the composition of the cell wall. So mostly they are the aquatic. They are called the water molds. Completely the Oomystis thallus, the Oomystis cells are called as the water molds. So this completely, the albugo belongs to this class Oomycetes. So this is the classification, systematic position of this albugo in the Mastigomycotina. So it is also, the other name is the Cystopus. Albugo, as well as we call that it is also Cystopus. So it causes that white rust disease or white blister diseases in Amaranthaceae and some other families. So this is the systematic position or classification of albugo. It's belong, the kingdom is the Mycota, fungi, division is Eumycota, subdivision is the Mastigomycotina, class Oomycetes, order Albuginales, family Albuginaceae, and genus Albugo. So number of species are there, Albugo candida and Albugo blita. So some of the different species in this belongs to this. So this is completely the systematic position of the albugo. Okay. So generally they cause that white rust disease. This is completely figure 1. Symptoms on leaves, branches, flower pods. So this is generally we know that whitish color patches observed in the aerial portion of that leaves, branches, or some of the plant pods. In the flowers also we are observing in some cases. This is the symptoms of that structures, the infected portions. Okay. So generally this organism, the albugo, this genus albugo is represented by about 30 species, Nana. So they are distributed in most parts of the world. So they are obligate parasites occurring as endoparasites in higher plants. They usually infect the member of the families like Cruciferae, Convolvulaceae, Amaranthaceae, Caparidaceae, Compositae, and some of the Portulaceae. So these all families, they are affected with this fungus like albugo. Okay, so it is represented by generally 30 species. In these 30, about 18 species of algo have been reported from India. Okay, so they commonly, some are albugo blighty. Albugo blighty is infected in Amaranthaceae family members, albugo candida. So this is the main host, that is the Brassicaceae. Hello, sir. Okay, so about 18 species only from India. In this, the albugo blighty, Amaranthaceae, albugo candida, Brassicaceae, albugo Portulaceae family, albugo Ipomia. So that is Pandurene, albugo Pandurene, and sometimes they are calling as Ipomia Pandurene. So that is in the sweet potato, and albugo Tragoponis, that is infected in Compositae family members, albugo accidentalis, so especially in the leafy vegetables like spinach, and albugo platensis, so that is infected in Boerhaavia, and albugo evolvuli, so it is in the evolvulus plants. So these are, we are observing in India. Among 18 species of albugo have been reported from India. In these, some albugo candida is the most common species of the genus, and it attacks the members of the Cruciferae like radish and turnip, cabbage, some of the mustard plants. So it causes the white rust disease or white blisters disease. Okay, so the main disease is the white rust or white blister disease in the which plants? Radish, turnip, cabbage, and mustard plants. So that is very common symptoms we are observing in our local areas. So this organism causes that white rust or white blister disease in some of the above ground plant tissues. So the symptoms like when the infection is severe, the leaves become thick. Whenever it is entering into the leaf portion like mesophyll tissue, so the infection is in severe condition, the leaves are become the thick, fleshy and rolled. Just we completely observing differ from infected portion and non-infection portion. So the stem becomes twisted and it is also hypertrophied. So floral parts, they will show the swelling and distortions. Some of the other rolling, manaki general ga it's to look like a swelling portions or distortions also we are observing in the flower parts. So the sepals, petals, stamens and some of the carpels are converted into thick fleshy structures. The infected flowers thus become the sterile. Whenever it is entering into the floral pot, so the infected flowers also become a sterile and they completely formed that gall formation. Some bulbil formation may also result in certain cases. In the, for example, Albugo Ipomia pandurene. మనకి some species ఇది స్పెషల్ గా ఏంటి అని అంటే the gall formation also observed in that which part is infected in that, so it's look like a very bulbil structure. Gall formation may also result in certain cases like especially in the Albugo Ipomia pandurene species. In the which plant? Ipomia batatas. Ipomia species వేట్ అయితే ఉన్నాయో వాటిపైన మనకి గాల్ ఫార్మేషన్ అనేటటువంటిది కనబడుతుంది. సో ద ఫంగస్ ఈజ్ capable of overwintering in the infected tissues of some of the perennials. In spring season, the mycelium, it resumes its actively and it infects new parts of the plant also. That is the complete the symptoms of the white rust. Okay, so while these organisms affect many types of plants, the destructive aspect of infections is limited to a few agricultural crops, including beets, cabbage, cauliflower, mustard, radish, spinach, sweet potatoes like Ipomia. So turnips, these all are affected this fungi. So the symptoms of white rust caused by Albugo typically includes yellow lesions, yellow color patches, yellow color lesions we are observing on the upper leaf surface and some white pustules on the underside of the leaf also. So the pathogen is spread by wind, water and insects. The pathogen, it completely spread by either air or water or some of the insects. These all are just the agents of the pathogen. So the management includes use of the resistant cultivars and proper irrigation practices, the crop rotation or sanitation and some chemical controls also we are using for the management of that resistance. Okay, so the white rust is an important economic disease. It causing the severe crop losses if not controlled. In this completely, so the white rust pathogen, they create the chlorotic lesions like yellow color. So already I discussed, and sometimes galls on the upper leaf surface, and these are corresponding white blister like dispersal pustules of sporangia on the underside of the leaf. So the species of the Albuginacea, they deform the branches and flower parts of many host species. So they increase the size of these cells like hypertrophy. So over continuation divisions are occurring in that is completely undergoing the divisions, the resulting increasing in the size of these cells and organs takes place. So this fungi, whenever the infected portion, the proliferation of the lateral buds, discoloration of the flowers and malformation of the floral parts and some of the sterile gynoecium also through this area. So these white rust is an obligate parasite, Nana. It is looking like a obligate parasite. That means it needs a living host to grow and reproduce. And the Albuginacea, it will reproduce by producing both sexual spores and asexual spores. This Albuginacea reproduced by the producing spores like sexual and asexual spores. So sexual spores are the oospores and asexual are the sporangias in many stages. So the white rust is an economically important foliar diseases. So it's causing substantial yield losses and eventually death of the various crops also through this disease. So this is the completely structure. The structure, the thallus is eucarpic. So generally thallus in the fungi, holocarp and eucarpus. So holo means complete fungal portion. They can modify it as a reproductive structure is known as the holocarpic, and in the eucarpic. So this eucarpic means the fungi in which only a specific portion of the fungal body they will transform into reproductive structure. So that is called eucarpic fungi. In the generally these all are the true fungus. So it's look like a branched and some developed fungi. So that's why they are completely some small portion, a specific portion of the fungal body or thallus, it will transform into the reproductive structure. So while the rest it will continues to perform the vegetative functions like absorbing nutrients. So that is the eucarpic. Okay, మనకి జనరల్ గా కూడా థాలస్ లో స్మాల్ పోర్షన్ ఆర్ ఎనీ అదర్ స్పెసిఫిక్ పోర్షన్ ఓన్లీ modified into reproductive structure is known as the eucarpic. So that's why this albugo-thallus is the eucarpic mycelial. So these hyphae are intercellular. They are the cenocytic. Ceno means so completely the cenocytic means the polynucleate. The nucleus is number of nucleus is presenting in that is the cenocytic aseptate. So this is the structure. We know that just like a look like a tubular structure. So there are no divisions, no septas in between the complete nucleus to nucleus. So that is the cenocytic aseptate, and they are completely profusely branched. So this is the branched structure. The cell wall is composed of fungal cellulose. The protoplasm, they'll contains a large number of the nuclei. So that's why it is also cenocytic, the distributed in the cytoplasm. So in some cases, this albugo is look like a Wacheria. So Wacheria means it is belongs to the algae, the chlorophyceae. So both the structures look like very general ga kuda in the comparison of Wacheria. So but that is the autotroph, this is the heterotroph. Okay, so the thallus is the eucarpic mycelium. In this it is cenocytic, aseptate and branched. The cell wall is composed of the cellulose. Protoplasm contain a large number of nuclei. So it's distributed in the cytoplasm only. The reserve food material is in the form of oil drops and glycogen bodies. So it's very common characteristics in the fungi. Reserve food material is the glycogen bodies. So some mycelium is intracellular in the form of knob-like hostorias. So hostorias means whenever they are completely absorb the nourishment, nutrition from the host cell, and it will supply to the fungal cells. So that is the hostoria for the absorption of food material from the host cells. So completely albugo also having the hostoria, and the reserve food material is in the form of oil drops and glycogen bodies. So that is very common. So the mycelium of albugo, it's a very much branched. So completely very much branched, intercellular, aseptate and cenocytic, as I told you. So the hyphal wall is composed of the cell wall is look like a cellulose, and the reserve food are in the form of the oil globules or glycogen. From the plasma membrane, it will develop and some other glycogen also. So from the plasma membrane develops a system of membrane and the tubules towards the cytoplasm. So this system is called as the lomasomes. So this is very lomosome is the key characteristics. So that means we know that in the bacteria mesosomes, some of the finger like projections are coming from the plasma membrane, that is known as the mesosomes. As per in the albugo, from the plasma membrane develops a system of membranes. So and it's look like a tubules, just sometimes it's look like a tubular form towards the cytoplasm. So this system is called as the lomasomes. So just to in this you can observe here some of the foldings of that cells all are coming from the plasma membrane cell and towards the cytoplasm, look like a very small tubular structures. So that is the from the plasma membrane it develops a system of membranes. It's look like a tubular structures. So it will grow towards the cytoplasm. This type of the system is called as the lomasomes. So the fungus mycelium, it grows in intercellular spaces of the host cell and so it absorbs the food material with the help of the small knob-like hasturias. So the hasturium is differentiated into spherical head, the minimum, the diameter 4 micrometers, okay, and a slender neck-like stalk. So this is the completely just another, I don't have thallus structure like. So this is the hastoria nana, some heading, some bulby like head-like structure and neck-like structures. So both are presenting in the hastoria. So in the hastoria head, the cytoplasm is dense and packed with mitochondria, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum and lipid inclusions also presenting in that. So nuclear, however, absent. The hastoриum has no cell wall, but it is separated from the host plasma membrane. So by the encapsulation made up of the extra hasturial matrix. This is the vegetative structure of that thallus. So this is the completely mycelial thallus. And now we are entering into the reproduction. So the reproduction is occurring in unfavorable condition. Completely the albugo reproduction takes place by asexual and sexual methods. So to the occurring in the unfavorable condition only through gametangial contact and homothallic, both sex organs are developing. So in this, the female organism is known as the oogonium and male is the antheridium. So reproduction by asexual and sexual reproduction. So in this, completely the first one is the sexual reproduction. So in albugo, the sexual reproduction is the oogamous type, and it has that completely the male and female sex organs are known as the antheridium and oogonium respectively. So the female is the oogonium, male is the antheridium. So the sex organs are produced towards the end of the growing season of host plant. They're developing in the intercellular spaces, so quite deep within the host tissue. Their presence is externally indicated by hypertrophy and deformation of the organs. So in this, completely the sex organs develops at the tips of the hyphae and are placed side by side only. Okay. So in this, the oogonium is look like a globose structure or spherical shape. Oogonium means it is a female sexual organ. It's look like the structure of the oogonium is globose or spherical shape. And it's have that 6 to 12 nuclei reduction divisions. So just we are completely, I have a diagram, I think. So, okay, so first antheridium development. In this antheridia are the elongated, antheridias are elongated, club-shaped structure and multinucleate structure. Okay, so they develop on male hyphae which are placed close to the female hyphae. They both are side by side only, they are developing. They are elongated cells and look like a club-shaped. Antheridia means male sexual organ, nana. So, and that is look like a multinucleate structure. It's developing on male hyphae which are placed close to the female hyphae. So the tip of the male hyphae, it will accumulate cytoplasm and nuclei. Both will accumulated at a portion. So the swollen tip is cut off by a transverse valve to form an antheridium. Just this is the look like a cells. Just I will enlarging. Slide shows. Spore germination. This is the life cycle of albugo. Slide move అవుతుంది ఒక్క నిమిషం. So the sexual reproduction is the oogamous method, oogonium. Oogonium is the female sexual organ. Antheridium is the male sexual organ. So antheridia is elongated cells, club shaped, and it's formed as the tip of the male hyphae. So it's look like a swollen tip is cut off by a transfer valve to form an antheridium. So these are 6 to 12 nuclei. Antheridia. Okay, so this is the antheridial structure. 6 to 12 nuclei are formed. So that means one by one, all that cells undergo the mitotic divisions. One will get to 2 to 3. So that means they are the 6 to 12 nuclei in a young antheridium. But the mature antheridium has only a single functional nucleus, as the other nuclei are the degenerated. So how many? The n number of cells are formed in the divisions occurring, but to ultimately in the resulting of that, so only one cell, but the mature antheridium has only a single functional nucleus, as the other nuclei are the degenerate. So in some cases, in the Albugo blighty and Albugo portulaceae and some of the Albugo platensis, however, the number of functional nuclei are about 100 in number. So n number of these divisions also formed. All are the functional at the all the cells are look like a functional cells. So this is completely the paragynous and perigynous type. So based on the active nucleus are the 2 types. So in the first type is the Albugo candida type, and second one is the Albugo blighty. So manaki Albugo candida is only n number of cells are formed. Finally, one cell is the functional cell. It will formed as the male gamete. And in the Albugo blighty, in some other cases, so the number of functional cells, the number of functional nuclei are about n number of these cells also acted as a functional cells. So this is the, and the next one is the oogonium, the development of the female gametophyte, female structure. So oogonium, during oogonial development, the apex of the hyphal branch, it will undergo the swelling portion considerably and become as the globular structure, just a globular structure, and almost it can accumulating cytoplasm and nuclei also in that area. So whenever during the oogonial development, the apex of the hyphal branch swells and it considerably becomes globular by accumulating the cytoplasm and nuclei. In this, the swollen apex with about 6 to 12 nuclei as per same is separated from the main hyphae by constriction. Some of the by the constriction, the nuclei in the young oogonium undergo many mitotic divisions and form about 100 to 300 nuclei. So this is also forming a n number of divisions are occurring during the development of the oogonium. So whatever the nuclei in the young oogonium undergo the many mitotic divisions and form about the 100 to 300 nuclei. In this, the cytoplasm of the young oogonium is uniformly vacuolated and nuclei So they are evenly distributed. As the oogonium matures, the protoplast is differentiated in outer more vacuolated peroplasm and a central densely cytoplasmic ooplasm. So in this diagram, just it's differing as a two portions like outer and central portion. Okay, so the oogonium, the ooplasm presents the, in this the ooplasm represent the egg cell. So in some other cases, in the albugo tragopomis and albugo candida, there are many nuclei in the egg when it is first delimited, but later all nuclei except one migrate to the periplasm. So however, some workers believe that the all nuclei in the ooplasm except one disintegrate. మనకి ఎన్ని ఏర్పడ్డా కూడా ఫైనల్లీ one will functional cells, remaining all are the disintegrate. Thus the mature egg contains a single nucleus. So in the oogonium of the albugo-blighty and albugo-portulaceae. So the egg is look like a multinucleate structure. That is the structures of the oogonium and antheridium. Okay. So finally in the fertilization, so whenever the formation of the egg cell and antheridium, the fertilization is look like a plasmogamy. Plasmogamy takes place by gametangial contact. So first slide. So this is the occurring in the unfavorable condition through the gametangial contact. So the homothallic, both sex organs, female oogonium, male antheridium. The oogonium is globose and spherical shape. So it's having the 6 to 12 nuclei, reduction divisions, finally ultimately forming the 2 to 300 nucleus. So it is also surrounded by the periplasm and centroplasm, whatever it may be. So in this, as the oogonium mature, the protoplast is differentiated in outermore vacuolated periplasm and a central densely cytoplasmic ooplasm. So the ooplasm represents the egg cell only, but later all nuclei except one migrate to the periplasm. However, so thus the mature egg contains a single nucleus in the oogonium of the albugo-blighty and albugo-portulaceae. So the egg is the multinucleate. This is the oogonium structure. And the formation of the oospore. Oospore means, so whenever the formation of the male and female undergo the fertilization is look like a plasmogamy, takes place by the gametangial contact. The wall of the antheridium and oogonium become thin at the region of their contact. So the antheridium forms a slender fertilization tube that penetrates the oogonial wall and it reaches the ooplasm. So prior to fertilization, the granular cytoplasm of the oogonium, it forms a mass of protoplast known as the caenocentrum. So caenocytic means caenocentrum. The fertilization tube bursts near the caenocentrum. So it's releasing the male nucleus, which fuses with the egg nucleus. The caenocentrum disappears after fertilization. In species where the oogonium is multinucleate, all of them are fertilized at a time and they are the multinucleate oospore is formed. So that is the compound oospore. Generally, in all the cases, the oospore is look like a 2x state, but it is the multinucleate. That is the specialized characteristics of albugo. General ga manaki enti anante one egg cell, one male gamete, both will combine together, fuse together to form the zygote. So that is the common characteristic. But in the albugo, so the caenocentrum, that means all of them are fertilized at a time and it will multinucleate oospore. So that is the compound oospore is formed. That oospore. Next the oospore germination. Okay. So the fertilized egg, that means the multinucleate fertilized egg secretes a thick wall around it, and that is now known as the oospore. మనకి completely, so after fertilization, the formation of the oospore, fertilized egg secretes a thick wall around it, and it's known as the oospore. So the wall of the oospore is composed of 2 to 3 layers. That is very, very important. The wall of the oospore is composed of 2 to 3 layers. So in this, the outermost layer is the exine, okay, and that is very thick. So, and that means look like a tuberculate, and the inner is known as the intine. So sometimes the third layer is also present between the exine and intine. A single large diploid nuclei lies in the center of the oospore. So that is the oospore. And then the oospore germination. The oospore undergo the rest for several months. Okay, unfavorable conditions. So first we are giving the characteristics. The reproduction occurs in the unfavorable conditions only. So that's why the oospore undergo the rest of the several months. During the resting period, the host tissue shows that hypertrophy and then decays. So the setting oospores are the free. Okay, so on the return of favorable conditions like spring season, the oospore germinates. The diploid nucleus of the oospore, it divides first by a meiotic division, and it is followed by several mitotic divisions. So, and the resulting in the formation of the about 32 nuclei is formed. So in the albugo candida and some other ways. So కొన్నిట్లలో మనకి నంబరింగ్ అనేటటువంటి డిఫరెంట్ ఉంటుంది. సో వాట్ ఎవర్ ఇట్ మే బి, completely the oospore is undergo the germination process. Oospore germinate, the diploid nucleus of the oospore divides by meiotic divisions followed by several mitotic divisions, resulting in the formation of the number of nucleus are formed. So that is the this is life cycle. Okay, so in this completely undergo the suitable condition, the oospore produces about 100 biflagellate zoospores. Okay, so biflagellate zoospores, it is the asexual reproduction, Nana. So asexual reproduction undergo the zoospores, and the outer thick exospores breaks and the endospores are extruded as a thin spherical vesicle, which may be sessile or formed at the end of the wide cylindrical tube. So the zoospores are then transferred into a vesicle and later released by the dissolution of the vesicle. So that is, each zoospore is look like a uninucleate and biflagellate. So the zoospores swim in the film of water, and on reaching a suitable host, so their flagella are withdrawn, they get encysted and germinate. It will produce the germ tube, so which infect the new host. So the germ tube completely enters through the stoma and it extends into the intercellular spaces for the host to form a new mycelium. This is the reproduction. So simply in this reproduction, the formation of the oospore, so thick walled multinucleate, some of the entrance point of view. So it is also having the periplasm, ooplasm. So which species are, which type of the plants are infected by which plants. So this is also very important characteristics. So this is the albugo life cycle. Okay, and wait 2 minutes. Please, any doubts regarding these albugo reproduction and structure, thallus? Hello sir. Vikshita Reddy, Madhavi. Anyone have any doubts, please? Hello.
No doubt, madam.
Okay, these are general characteristics. So in the entrance point of view, you can catch which type of family and which species is infected in that plants. That is one important. And the second one is the thallus structure. So what is Hastoria and Lamosomes? Some specialized characteristics are important in the entrance point of view. And finally, so after all the type studies, we will just to discuss one comparative statement of all fungal types. Okay. So what is the structure different from species? ఎట్లా అంటే డిఫరెన్సెస్ ఏంటి స్ట్రక్చర్ లో ఏంటిది అనేది అన్ని ఓవరాల్ 5 క్లాసెస్ మాస్టిగోమైకోటినా, జైగోమైకోటినా, ఆస్కోమైకోటినా, బెసిడియోమైకోటినా, డిట్రోమైకోటినా. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద కీ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్ ఆఫ్ దట్ క్లాసెస్ అనేటటువంటి మీకు కంపారిటివ్ స్టేట్మెంట్ లో నేను చెప్పేస్తాను. అప్పటికి కొంచెం ఈజీ అయిపోతుంది. బట్ దిస్ ఈజ్ వైట్ రస్ట్, వైట్ బ్లిస్టర్ డిసీజ్ ఒకటి గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. సో సిస్టోపస్, అల్బుగో ఆల్సో నోన్ యాజ్ ద సిస్టోపస్. సో దిస్ ఈస్ ద ప్యాచెస్ లైక్ స్ట్రక్చర్స్. అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద రిప్రొడక్టివ్ స్పోర్స్? రిప్రొడక్షన్ సెక్సువల్. సో దట్ ఈస్ కీ క్యారెక్టరిస్టిక్స్. అట్లాంటివి గుర్తుపెట్టుకుంటే సరిపోతుంది మీకు. ఆల్మోస్ట్ సార్ ఆల్సో కవర్డ్ ఆల్ దట్ సమ్ మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ బిట్స్ ఫ్రమ్ ఆల్ ద ఫంగి, ఆల్గి ఒక్కొక్క దాని నుంచి చెప్పేస్తారు కదా, అక్కడ కూడా మీకు కొంచెం ఈజీ అయిపోతుంది. ఓకేనా? సో ఇంకా మీకంటే దేని నుంచి వెళ్ళి ఎక్కువ ఎలా చెప్పమంటారో అడగండి. అలా కూడా ఐ కెన్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్. జస్ట్ స్లైడ్స్ ఎక్కువ ఉండేసి తక్కువ చెప్పడమా, స్లైడ్స్ తక్కువ ఉండి ఎక్కువ చెప్పడమా, అండ్ దట్ వన్ ఆల్సో వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. జస్ట్ హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ ముందే ఇవి ప్రిపేర్ చేసా. ఓకే వినయ్,
సిబిజెట్ కి ఇంపార్టెంట్ చెప్పండి మేడం.
ఇది ఇప్పుడు అన్ని నేను ఏదైనా మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ పాయింట్ ఎంట్రన్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ అన్నదల్లా మీకు వచ్చేస్తుంది. ఫంగి నుంచి ఆల్మోస్ట్ 4 or 5 క్వశ్చన్స్ ఈజ్ ఎక్స్పెక్టింగ్ ఫ్రమ్ ఫంగస్. సో 1 ఫ్రమ్ ఎకనామిక్ ఇంపార్టెన్స్ అండ్ 1 ఫ్రమ్ థాలస్. ఇప్పుడు మీకు ఇందులో ఉండేటటువంటి డిసీజ్డ్ కంపల్సరీ డిసీజెస్ అండ్ ఏ ప్లాంట్ ఏ డిసీజ్ అనేటటువంటిది వస్తుంది. అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద రిప్రొడక్టివ్ స్పోర్స్, ఎస్పెషల్లీ మనం అప్లానో స్పోర్స్, జూ స్పోర్స్, కొనీడియాస్, ఐడియాస్ ఇవన్నీ చెప్పుకున్నాం కదా. సో వాట్ ఈస్ ద స్ట్రక్చర్ ఆఫ్ దట్ స్పోర్స్? ఇన్ పక్సీనియా ఇస్ వెరీ 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 ఇంపార్టెంట్. మీకు అక్కడ మ్యాక్రో సైకిల్ చెప్పినప్పుడు సో 5 types ఆఫ్ ది స్పోర్స్ ఆర్ ఇన్ ద ఓన్లీ the reproductive spores are 5 types. What is the difference from one stage to another stage and which one is host cell and which one is the మనకి ఏ సెల్ నుంచి ఏ సెల్ కి ట్రాన్స్ఫార్మ్ అయిపోతుంది, అక్కడ స్ట్రక్చర్ ఏంటిది, అది సింగిల్ న్యూక్లియేటా, బై న్యూక్లియేటా అండ్ సింగిల్ సెల్ బై అంటే మనకి మామూలుగా కూడా డబుల్ సెల్లుల్లో ఉంటుందా, అండ్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద కాంపోజిషన్ ఆఫ్ ది సెల్ వాల్. సో దీస్ ఆల్ ఆర్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. అండ్ రిజర్వ్ ఫుడ్ మెటీరియల్, కాంపోజిషన్ ఆఫ్ సెల్ వాల్ and flagellas type. So మనం చెప్పుకున్నాం whiplash, tin cell and then after that in the oomycetes both are the presenting at single cell zoospores. సో ఇలాంటి స్ట్రక్చర్స్ అన్నిటిని మీరు జస్ట్ ఒక పేజ్ లో ఈ క్లాస్ అంతా రఫ్ గా రాసేసుకోవచ్చు. దెన్ ద సెకండ్ క్లాస్ కి వచ్చినప్పుడు అది రాసుకున్నాక లాస్ట్ క్లాస్ వాట్ ఈస్ ద కంపారిటివ్ స్టడీ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ ద టైప్ స్టడీస్ ఆఫ్ ఫంగి. సో అల్బుగో గాని, ఈస్ట్, then after penicillium and mucar, 1 by 1 Puccinia, Cercospora, Alternaria. So all the type studies lo what is the key characteristics అనేటివి just to with your running notes only you can continue to your time waste కాకుండా అది చూసుకుంటే సరిపోతుంది అప్పుడు ఇప్పుడు విన్న వాళ్ళు. ఓకేనా? ఎంట్రన్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ లో ఉన్నప్పుడు ఇంత స్ట్రక్చర్ కాకుండా ఓన్లీ కీ మళ్ళీ ఇంటర్లింక్ మిస్ అవుతుంది. అందుకనే జస్ట్ పెరిఫెరల్ గా చెప్పుకుంటూ ఏది ఎంట్రన్స్ పాయింట్ దాన్ని మాత్రమే ఎక్కువ స్ట్రెస్ చేస్తున్నాం. 2 times చెప్తున్నాము అంటే దట్ ఈస్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఇన్ సిపిగెట్ ఎంట్రన్స్ పాయింట్ ఆఫ్ వ్యూ. ఓకేనా? ఓకే అమ్మా, విత్ దిస్ ఐఎమ్ సైనింగ్ ఆఫ్. హలో సార్, సార్ లేనట్టున్నారు. ఓకే కదా? ఓకే, టుమారో we meet again with new class like east. సో టైం ఎప్పుడు అనేది రేపే చెప్తా నేను. ఓకే అమ్మా, సీ యూ ఆల్.
Okay, madam, thank you. Madam, thank you very much.
థ్యాంక్ యూ సార్. ఓకే థ్యాంక్ యూ.
Madam, regarding of madam class Albugo, Vinil, Mitrama, Aisha, Madhavi,
మాట్లాడి వినీల్
విక్షిత.
మాట్లాడండి ఇంతసేపు.
No, sir, everything is clear.
మాట్లాడారా? Okay, madam, thank you.
ఓకే
Okay, very good, very good. Madam, thank you. Tomorrow we will meet. Okay?
ఓకే సార్, షూర్ థ్యాంక్ యూ.